because reconnaissance is not only about doing the active attacks, active information gathering, but also about the passive information gathering. So, if you are just gaining the information about the system, like who is command using DNS, so that is the passive, because we are not directly connecting with the target to gain that information, but we are doing those, just running the commands to gain information about, like if I gain information about google.com, that what are the different name servers running behind, so I can run who is command. So here I don't have the I am not targeting google.com, I just gaining the information about it. So that is the passive information gathering. So
Yes,
if I am,
Pooja, sorry
yeah,
to interrupt. You can start the
mm,
slideshow if you want.
okay, yeah, sure.
Full mode. Yes.
Yeah, now it's quite visible to us.
Actually, I was sharing my my VMware system. That's why I did it like this.
You got it. Yeah,
Full from the full
I
screen
got your
mode, I
point.
changed it. That's the
Yeah,
reason. Yeah,
that's the point, I guess.
yeah, it's all good. So,
Smart.
guys, let's first discuss the theory, and then I'm showing you the practical. That we can gather the passive information as well as the active information by directly gaining information from the target by running the active commands. Okay. So similarly, there are few commands to gather information about the port, services, and OS with the Nmap tool, and there are many other tools available in the market. But Nmap is very powerful tool. It's also called as network mapper tool. We will see how we can gather information using Nmap about the different OS, different services, different ports which are open, which are closed. So those could be used to do further attacks. So that all information is very important, because in further session we are seeing going to see the multi-agentic AI architecture. So where that multi-agentic AI architecture is basically the main program is giving commands to every agent to gain information. So what kind of the information it is asking for to those agents? Like the same that we are running Nmap with the help of the agent. Okay, we are doing the brute force attack with with the help of that agent. I'm just giving the example. So we will see that architecture in the next session. And the next step is exploitation, that we are using tools like Metasploit, SQL Map, and Hydra to test vulnerabilities safely. So exploitation means we are exploiting the vulnerabilities. We are exploiting the platform and identifying vulnerabilities. We are taking the backdoor control from the backdoor control, and we can take the session and we can gather information from the target and we can exploit it. So next is defend basics. So as a because there are two teams which we will go to discuss in further sessions. One is red team and another is blue team. So one team task is to do exploitation, and another team task is to defend everything. So we will discuss that in detail in next sessions. Let's discuss few commands first. Before that, we can discuss this life cycle. Uh, like as we discussed, that few phases we have already discussed, like reconnaissance, scanning and enumeration, that we are gathering information here, and the third is exploitation. We are getting the control of backdoor, the target machine, and we are fetching the information from there what we need as a part of a as a attacker there, because this is what we are doing here. So next is privilege escalation. So Privilege escalation, as by the name, it means gaining higher permission. Like if you are just a normal user, you are a normal user. You just go and you have right to access few files on the system. So that is the only thing which is which rights are given to you. But you are escalating those privileges means you are gaining the more rights from the limited rights. You are a normal user and now you gain the right of administrator. That is privilege escalation. So you exploited the system, you gained, you got the backdoor entry, and now you have, from the normal user, now you are administrator of that particular target machine. So see, so you can think of, now you are administrator, you can do anything at that machine. But once you gain the access of the machine, your task is to maintain that access as well. So that is what we call persistence. So persistence is that you gain the access, but now you have to maintain it. So because maintaining means even if your system gets rebooted or your password changes or if you got logged out from the machine, but still you can use that machine. That is the persistence, that is the maintaining the uh, means access to that machine which you have got. You got the session, but you have to maintain that session. So next is the lateral movement. What is lateral movement? If somebody has idea, they can ping in the chat box. I'm going to explain it, but I want to hear from you guys. What are your views on lateral movement? Jyoti, see if somebody replies and please tell me because I can't see the people.
Definitely, dear. I'm just.
Yeah. If in 1 second nobody replies, please, one, not one, at least 5 seconds. If nobody replies, then I will, I'm
Yeah,
going, yeah.
I can see that. Got. It's a Satvik Joshi.
Mm-hmm.
This by cyber attackers to navigate through compromised networks seeking to expand their control and access valuable data or system. Yeah,
So,
good.
yeah, so, uh, right, Satvik.
Gain root access.
Yes. So,
So,
lateral
sure.
movement is that you are expanding your horizon, means you got the root privileges. Now you are moving from one compromise. You compromise one machine. You got the access of one thing, but now you want to gain the access of other systems on the network. So that is what we call lateral movement. So you got the other servers, you reach to the other servers, you expand your control, you have stolen credentials, you means there are many other things like access domain controllers. So
Mm-hmm. Padmanav has written trying to spread the attack throughout
as
the
well.
organization. Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. Padmanav Mohanty has written trying to spread the attack throughout the organization.
Yes, means and now he has got the access, so he's not only compromising one server, he want to compromise many other machines. He's compromising employee laptop and dumping the credentials. He's using the admin password on the file server and capturing the many means confidential files from the networks. So he can go deeper and deeper in the network and fetch further information from there. So that is what we call lateral movement. So next step is data exfiltration. So here we are, as I told you that he has gained the access of file server. So now he's uh, stealing the sensitive information from the target. What could be the sensitive information here? So it could be databases password, which could be very important for them. Financial data, any emails which could have the financial information or any secrets information. So these kind of things could be done if you have gained the access. Last is the covering tracks. So covering tracks means you did everything, you have done, you have captured everyone's data, which you are not allowed to because you were the normal user there. But now what are you doing? You are covering tracks. Means you are clearing everything, what you have done there. So you are hiding the evidence of compromise which you have done over there. So this is what we call covering tracks. So what commonly comes in it, that we are clearing logs, we are deleting malware we have installed, we are disabling antivirus, we are doing timestamp modification things, we are tempering the data over there. Mainly this is what we are doing over there. So this is the cyber attack life cycle, complete life cycle. If anybody has doubt, they can text over there, and uh, Jyoti can tell me if anybody
Yeah.
has question in this cyber attack life cycle.
Not yet received. Any query on the same
Okay.
topic? We
Wait for
can
a
show
minute.
them the VMware and commands,
Yeah,
the
I'm showing
basic
that
commands,
now.
right?
Yeah, because those would be used in further in your the multi-agentic AI architecture. So I'm showing those few commands.
Yeah, got a question from Shraddha.
Mhm.
She wants to know exfiltration again, data exfiltration again.
Sure.
Yeah,
So name is Satya, huh?
Shraddha and Satvik.
Shweta and Satvik.
Yeah, both have
So,
same question.
okay, so data exfiltration. So, basically, data exfiltration means we are stealing the
Persistence. Yeah,
sensitive information from the target.
yeah, yeah. Go ahead, please. Sorry.
You have gained access of the target machine. Means, see, we have the different steps in this life cycle. There are 8 steps. So, in the third step, that is exploitation. That is, you are taking the access of the target machine. That you want to, if I say you have gained access of Amazon.com. Okay, now you have gained express Amazon.com. You would like to exploit its other servers and would like to fetch the other information available over there. So your target would be to steal their sensitive information. You would like to fetch their password for different databases, because they have if they have multiple servers installed over there, so they would have the multiple databases as well. So there would be having the one table for customer records, one table for payments records, one table for orders which people are putting over there. So you want to steal the information which is important for you, through which you can gain something as an attacker.
Yeah,
So
Pooja, here we have a
yeah,
question.
yeah.
Is there any similarities between persistence and covering tracks?
See, persistence is basically maintaining access. Means once you got the access of the system, so you want to maintain that access. Even the system gets rebooted. Okay, if even the system gets rebooted, or means the original owner of that system changes the password of the system, but persistence is that you want to maintain that access, because you have to do further things to capture the data from there. It's not the 1 hour job. Once you gain the access of the system, you need some time to capture that information. So you need to maintain that access. It's not just like that you got the access of the system and then you got logged out of the machine. You need to maintain that access. That is persistence. And once you are able to maintain that access, then you can do the data exfiltration. Means that you can steal the information which is related to target, and you can use it for unethical purposes. See, here we are not promoting to do the unethical things. We are just sharing the information that how this goes on, how it's going on in the system, and you can use it in the ethical ways. All right. Okay. Jyoti, any other question from anyone?
No, so far no.
Okay. So now I am sharing my machine to show you the VM. So
They had a little confusion about persistence and covering tracks.
see,
So
persistence is just to
how
maintain the.
point 8 and 5 are different with each other.
Sorry, please say again.
How point fifth, step fifth, and step 8 are different from each other.
Okay. So, um, dear participants, persistency, I have cleared you thing that if you once you gain the access of the system, you have to maintain the access. Like uh, I gained the access of ATM machine. Okay, everybody has access to the ATM machine, but I gained the internal access of the ATM machine. But and I'm able to see how many money is deposited and but by that time Jyoti comes in and logs me out from that machine. Means the access which I have got, she logs me out from that machine. But persistence is that I have to maintain that access. Even I am logged out of the machine, I should be able to log in again into that machine. That is persistence. You got it? I hope now it's clear that we have to maintain that access of that target machine. And covering a tracks is means that we are clearing the things which we have done over there. We gained control of that machine. We fetched sensitive information from there. We installed malware. So we will delete everything which we have installed over there to gain the access on that target machine.
So,
Like
covering tracks is what? When it happens, usually after malicious actions. And persistence is when it happens during or after gaining access. Right? So, goal is to stay inside the system. Persistence, if we talk about persistence, what's the goal or purpose of persistence step? We need to maintain the long term access. We need to stay inside the system. But when we talk about covering track, purpose is to hide evidence of the attack. We need to avoid detection so that no one should be able to find us. Right,
that we
clearing
did
the
it.
track.
Mhm.
Right.
Correct.
I hope it is clear too.
Yeah, so in clearing tracks, we are deleting logs, deleting malware, disabling anything which we have done there to do the data tampering. Okay, so that is covering tracks. So,
Okay. We can
okay,
show the VMware, right?
yeah, yeah. So, guys, this is the VMware machine where we can run the commands. Is everyone
Inside,
clear of?
in, inside VMware, we have Kali as we are using Windows. So Kali is Linux platform. So to have it together, Windows and that Linux, we just have VMware and then we have Kali. It is quite safe here to use Kali and all do all the practices, cybersecurity practices. Yes.
So, just a second because it's hanged. My machine is hanged. Give me a second. So, guys, so this is the VMware machine, and it has Kali Linux and a few other things. I have made my own setup, so you can see I have installed different Windows. This is Windows. I can't show you everything, but this is my Windows machines. This is my Kali machine. This is Metasploitable tool through which you can gain the access of that machine. Okay. So this way you can, this is Windows 11 server. So this way you can do your own setup at your machines. And
This is
once,
for our testing practices, right? Penetration testing practices, cybersecurity training and practices,
yeah, we
right?
do use it while doing
Metasploit too.
penetration
Yeah.
testing. Yeah.
Virtual
So
machines.
Yeah, one important information I want to share with you all, because everything is on Google these days, and you can fetch information, you can run commands to see where you guys are, and means whether you are guys are understanding it or not. We can't teach you everything here. But one important thing which I would like to share with you all is that we should have all the VMs on the either on the NAT or on the bridge. Okay. So if I say, if I could show you, but okay.
We can directly go to commands because
Yeah.
if
Okay.
it's okay for you,
Yeah, yeah, it's
if we are running
perfectly
late,
okay.
we
Yep.
have another session at 12.
I just want to share with them that they should prefer NAT on the over the bridge, because in the case of the NAT they get the virtual IP. So NAT is preferable when you are doing penetration testing things. Okay. All right. So I'm going further with the commands. Give me a second. So, like, if you want to gain information about any site like Amazon.com, so you can type that's it. That is passive information gathering. So it will give information about the all the servers, which are all the servers and domains on that Amazon.com. So you can see that it brought the different name servers in this after running this command. It's bringing its domain ID. It's bringing it's with whom the registrar server, registrar URL, updated date, creation date. So this way you can fetch many information with who is command. Okay, that is the passive information gathering. And for active information gathering, I'm just sharing one command as of now because the time is up, and then we can see it later. Like if regarding this is regarding the scanning thing, if I run nmap, okay, nmap google.com, so it will start scanning the google.com, and it will fetch the information related to that. And there are many detailed information you can gather with this help of the nmap tool. It's called as a network mapper tool. Okay. And it brings a lot of information. Like here it brought that there is 80 port open on google.com, 443 open, 2000 open. So you can fetch these kind of information, and the ports which are open, on the basis of which, on the basis of that, you can plan to exploit that thing, because that port is open. Okay, so similarly, that sites, I'm not giving this session, so you should use it unethically. Uh, Please use it in ethical manner only. So you can, with the help of Nmap, there are many kind of scans you can you can do ping scan, you can do stealth scan. So you can gain information on the net, like if it is a stealth scan, your information wouldn't go with anyone. If you want to fetch OS related information, then there is a different scan. If you want to fetch the version related information, there is a different nmap scan you can do. So we can discuss it in the next session a little bit, and then we can go with the multi-agentic AI architecture. Jyoti, it's time is up, I think, and we can take a break now. Am I
Yes.
correct? Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
So
Sir, is
time.
it fine? We can continue the session at 12 noon. Satya, sir?
Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. So
So at
let's take a
12,
break.
at 12 o'clock again we'll join. Huh?
Yes, sir. Sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.